Senate, Student Senate, for 4 years. I was a baton twirler at the football games and in FIMU, among many other things. During law school, I have been the vice chair of the Law School Council, which is the funding board for law school organizations. I'm a member of FSU Law Review and the Chief Justice of the Student Supreme Court. As president, I'd like to help organizations co-sponsor events with SBA as much as possible. I know funding for food has been a problem in the past. We've seen that a lot through LSC. So as much as SBA can help with that. Also, we're utilizing the Council of Presidents. It's been very underutilized in the past. Basically, the presidents of all the organizations would meet together, plan events, work with each other. I've also created the SBA calendar to help organizations avoid planning events on the same day. If you see, just today there's plenty of meetings, and then another week will be none. So helping people avoid planning them on the same day, and hopefully students just using it to see what's going on. I'm looking to get monitors in Boulder City to help display like a slideshow of events going on. Let's be real, a lot of people don't read the student announcements. So it could just be like a slideshow of different events going on recently, and I think it would help with the clutter of all the flyers that are up. A lot of people don't really even look at any of them because there's so many. I'd like to try to get filtered water fountains that fill up your water bottle. If you know what that, like just putting your water bottle out and then the water just comes down so you don't have to fill it up sideways. That seems really trivial and small, but I know a lot of people use water bottles here. We're trying to be very sustainable. And to fill those up, I think they have them on main campus, and I don't see why we can't get them, and they're filtered, so that helps. I've talked to students and think that would just be a helpful improvement. I've also heard a lot of complaints about the paper towel dispensers in the bathrooms, so I don't see why we couldn't fix to change those. I just think it takes someone to listen to those people to lead the change. I've also talked to students who've expressed concerns about vegetarian options in the lounge. Airmark, the food vendor, is very difficult to work with, but I don't see why we can't work towards that, especially with some of the officials on main campus. My term as Chief Justice, as well as my involvement in undergrad, has helped me form relationships with SGA faculty and staff. These networks can help with any initiatives that we want to start and are invaluable to any of those that we want to do. I built relationships with administrators and Seminole Boosters, Alumni Association, University Student Affairs, a number of different faculty and staff in different departments, law school administration, local attorneys, and people at the Capitol. Last summer, I was a mentor for the Summer for Undergraduates program. And through that, I've helped organize events with local lawyers and organize events with the participants. I'd like to make SBA more inclusive and transparent by giving students a chance to attend our meetings and speak during a comment period or use a comment box. I think your voices can really be heard. Communication is key for a successful organization. Effective communication between the board, and then that transpires to the rest of you guys, is vital. This isn't a one-man show, and there's a board for a reason. Getting input from all members and respecting their ideas, because they will be elected members of the student body, as I hopefully will be too. Obviously, socials are an important aspect to SBA. It keeps our, law school have such a friendly atmosphere. I think we should expand our venue options, especially with the forthcoming opening of College Town. For those of you who don't know, College Town is a new, it's going to be like a shopping, dining area. It's in between St. Augustine and Gaines, just a couple blocks away if you guys seen that construction. There's going to be, the development is going to have a few new bars, including a rooftop lounge by the same owners of Level 8, and an America's Backyard for those of you who've been to the one in Fort Lauderdale. So I think just using that is going to be a great new place to experience. I'd also like to have a few integrated socials with other graduate programs in the med school. As much as we love socializing with each other, it wouldn't hurt to branch out, and I know graduate students would love an outlet like that to meet other young professionals. I'd like to bring back the Law School Olympics. We had that my 1L year, and we didn't do it this year, but there's nothing like a little friendly competition between the classes, get out of the library into the fresh air and compete in a few events. I also want to bring a movie on the green. I have a projector, we could just play a classic movie or funny movie on the green for a little night in. Although it's easy to forget, we are essentially all here to become lawyers, so I think it's important to remember about bar prep. Kaplan has agreed to give everyone that's an SBA member $100 off their bar prep course if I'm elected president. With an SBA that's acclaimed nationwide, I think it's important not to make any sweeping changes to the organization, just realistic improvements, because there's always is room for improvement. Our SBA is not my SBA, it's your SBA. It should represent the entire college, and what you want is what matters most, and I think I can take that to heart. The position of SBA president is not a position of power, it's a position of delegation. Collaborating and organizing with other student leaders on the board, as well as other organizations that our campus has. I believe I'm a natural, well-rounded, experienced leader, and I think I'm ready to take on this challenge. Vote for Kush tomorrow in Boulder City.